folks, I just got done swimming the first rec pond that we ever built. It's a pretty good feeling. This is another one of those projects where we lost just about all the footage that we had from us installing it. We started this project in November. This is June, so it's few months old. It never felt so good to have a project finished. I had never really done anything like it before. It's bigger. The whole thing was rec pond, but still a swimming pool, chlorine water, so it doesn't have like a bog and all of that stuff in. It all came together, and the end result was something I'm very thrilled with. I just swam in it tonight, and we laid a product called Chateau Limestone. I think it was Chateau Limestone in the bottom, like a paver. And just to walk across that feels, it's awesome. Check out the B-roll that Deed shot. It's pretty awesome stuff. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Super fun build taking place here. We got a concrete patio in here and swimming pool. We're taking this out, we're putting in a swim pond, swim pool, built out of natural stone. We got giant limestone boulders, sandstone boulders, natural stone pavers in the bottom, some sandstone wall block. We're gonna be landscaping the whole thing. There's a slide in it, there's a spa, lots of cool elements. We got our big machines in here today, and the goal for the day is excavation, demolition, tear out this, and get started putting in awesomeness. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Super exciting build today. I have looked forward to this day since I've been working at Tussey, which is what, 8 years. We have a 30 by 50 foot pond going in right here. We have the intake bay is going to go over there, 12-foot stream, and the bog is going up there for all the filtration of this system. And then we have PA stand-up flagstone patio going in here. That's also what's going on the floor of the swim pond. There are no steps going back down in there, but I'm going to create maybe a nice flat rock on the edge and a shallow area to get down into the deepest part. The deepest part is going to be 5 foot deep. So yeah, this is gonna take a while. It's gonna be super awesome. I'm very excited to do it. Alrighty, let's check this out. All flagstone walkway. So here is the big flagstone area. As you can see, they got all their patio furniture out here. The pond is super clear. They had a good bit of an algae problem, which is pretty normal for a new ecosystem. We put in more plants, stepped up the ion gen and the dosing system, and that algae problem has gone away largely. They put in some dye, I think probably to get a little bit more shade to it. Got a little bit of a blue look to it. I think it's doing its job. This was a little afterthought we added to the project. Just we put in a little bit of a flagstone pad over there with flagstone walkway going over here. Today we planted it all up with thyme in here. That'll grow in pretty full, should look pretty awesome. The idea behind that pad was just to create a spot where you can, there's like a 5 foot wall right there, and so we wanted to create a spot where you could climb up and jump off. I'm a huge fan of how this flagstone turned out in here. This is the first we've done that. It looks really good in this setting. We have some steps going down in here, some more steps going down in there. DJ will get you some nice B-roll. he should. He better make us look good. So this section right here is 5 foot deep, except for like there's a little landing up there that's only 2 foot deep. You can see those big flagstone pieces down there. I love how that looks. Waterfalls going up there, and a big bog system, which is doing its job really well. It's incredible what all of that gravel does for filtration. And that section is just like a 2 foot deep section.